Welcome to episode number 3 of The Edward Show. I'm going to tell you about TikTok because it is the most undervalued marketing hack that there is. It's my favorite marketing hack. All of my brands now started with TikTok. And when I started it, it was a big experiment. I had one mentor who was like here and there. And I learned what I'm about to share with you from posting every day for the last 8 months, every day for the last 8 months, 1 to 9 times a day. Most days I average 4 videos on TikTok, but every day I do a minimum of 1 video. And I put in a tremendous amount. I can't say part of the reason it's a hack is because it's a very low time commitment. But, over time, it's been a good amount of work to learn all of this. And if I knew what I knew now, I think I would have done some things different. But either way, it's going pretty well, also, especially considering the low time commitment. People think it takes me like an hour or 2 hours to make a single video on TikTok, maybe more. It actually takes me 10 on average. I would say 10 to 30 minutes per video. Some of my most viral videos took me 2 minutes or less. I made a video in under 1 minute when I was living in Warsaw a couple of months ago. And I was at a cafe. Actually, I made 2 viral videos in Warsaw Cafe, 3 viral videos in Warsaw cafes. That's crazy. And one took me around 30 seconds. It was one shot, no editing, just put it up, got 2.3 million views. Another was 3 shots, very little editing, took me maybe 2 minutes, got another 2 million views. And then another one was maybe 15 minutes total. A bunch of shots. That was at a cafe. I didn't use any music for that one. That one got, 3 million views because it also went viral on Instagram and it made me thousands of dollars. That was 15 minutes. I think that's what I said. 10 to 20 minutes. Not bad. And I'm going to talk about all of that. So here's just in short, this is why TikTok is my favorite marketing hack, why I think it's the best marketing hack. So it's low time commitment, which I just explained. If you do it right, and I'm going to explain how to do that, it's very easy. It syndicates everywhere. So whenever I put out a video on TikTok, it comes out automatically without the TikTok watermark. So it looks like it's native to each platform. And it comes out on Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. Comes out on all of those automatically without the TikTok watermark. So my brands are growing on each platform. If you are shy about putting yourself out there, you can do it completely anonymously and you don't have to do any promotion. The algorithms will promote your content. I mean, it's crazy. You can do this completely anonymously. The algorithm will I think you should do it with your face. I think everybody should have their own brand. But even if you don't, you don't have to do any promotion. So you can be anonymous if you're shy, or if you don't know how to do promotion, you don't have to, because the algorithms on every platform, not even just TikTok, but TikTok is the best, will push out your content. And but because you're anonymous, you can really F around. You can really learn and try different things, try crazy things, and learn shamelessly. There's the worst thing that will happen is someone might say something mean to you in one of your videos, but it's a stranger on the internet. It might as well be a chat bot. It's not your social circle. So you can really just mess around. And I actually have plenty of people now, because I'm big enough, who say mean things to me. People are your nose is ugly, your teeth are ugly. And I actually think that's great, because for me, it means that people at least care enough with what I'm saying to say something mean back, the worst thing that you can get from people is apathy. So I'm happy with positive reactions and negative reactions too, because the worst thing that you can get is apathy. So yeah, marketing hack, low time commitment, syndicates everywhere. You can be anonymous until you go viral. You don't have to do any promotion. You can mess around and learn. So here's a quick how I started on TikTok. People have been telling me for like, I think it was around a year and a half ago that people started telling me, you should be on TikTok. I have this startup. I have a bunch of startups, and there was this one that I was launching called Commit Club, and I was trying to do marketing in different ways for it. And a bunch of people were like, "Yo, this would crush on TikTok." And actually, now we've gotten a bunch of users from TikTok. But at the time, I was on TikTok, and I kept saying, "Oh, I know I should be on it. I know I should be on it." And it was just I was just doing other things, so I didn't do it. And then I was living in Rome. I live all around Europe usually. Now I'm back in New York City, but I was living in Rome in October, and I met this guy at a social club that I'm part of. It's a social club for creative people and artists. This guy, he was a graphic designer, but a lot of his friends were TikTokers, and he would tell me stories about how easy it was for them to make videos, and they would get millions of views. And I'm like, that's crazy. And I go on a lot of podcasts, and I keep having hosts who tell me, you should be out there. You should be putting yourself out there, either with podcasts or videos, but you should be out there. And I used to make viral videos. I was one of the early viral video producers on YouTube. And I just like, I have this thing, like when someone tells me I should do something twice, I'll do it. In this case, it was more than twice, because I thought starting on TikTok was a big time commitment. It's not, or like a big commitment, or like, it was scary for me because I didn't realize I could be anonymous. I didn't realize how low time commitment it was once you learn the app. I make all of my videos in TikTok. I shoot and edit everything in TikTok. When I'm done recording this, I'm going to pump out 2 or 3 videos in TikTok. It'll take me under 90 minutes. So I didn't know any of that at the time. And so finally I started on a different account. My current account's now, it's called, if you just search Build in Public on TikTok, I come up number 1. I thought it would be cool to rank number 1 for Build in Public. So if you search Build in Public on TikTok, it wasn't like that at first, but I've gone viral enough times that now I rank number 1. And but I started it as a different account. And I was really messing around. I was making the dumbest videos when I was in Rome. I was putting out at least 1 video a day. I was spending so little time on production and just trying to figure out like what would stick. I was just also kind of learning about editing and sounds and music and all this stuff. Then I thought I should be doing it more directed. So when I arrived, after Rome, I went to Barcelona, and I lived in Barcelona for a month and a half. And on my first day in Barcelona, I started that Build in Public account. And at first, the idea was to just kind of show what I was doing. Oh, I started that because when I was in Rome, I tried building in public on Twitter. And building in public on Twitter is a lot of work. It's really crazy. Like, you have to do it to get followers on Twitter by tweeting all the time. From my experience, now I know some hacks, which are actually great. Like Twitter follower ads is a hack. But if you're like just doing like, honestly, Twitter follower ads, it's a great hack. But I didn't have that at the time. And if you're doing it organic without ads, it takes hours a day. And ads are Twitter follower ads again. It's a hack. Literally, you pay $1 within Twitter. You're not buying from third parties, and you get a follower ad. It's called actions follow. And like $1 will get me over 100,000 impressions and dozens of followers for $1. Problem is, it doesn't scale well. I have trouble scaling that $1. So if I put in $10, I might get the same amount and the same quality. That's been my experience so far. But still, these are engaged people. I've DM'd them to see if they're real, and they usually reply. So, but if you want to do it organic without ads, then it takes a lot of effort and time. And I experimented, and I just wasn't willing to continue putting in that time and effort. And so, I said, maybe there's a different way. What if I actually thought maybe building in public, it's saturated on Twitter, but I thought maybe it wasn't saturated on TikTok. So I tried it on TikTok, and I was right. It wasn't saturated on TikTok. But after a month of like showing all the things that I was doing for my startups or from this individual startups, I was running out of content. I wanted more startups, and I started talking about other things. So, or I have another, I wanted to talk about my other startups. I just needed more content. Like I wanted to continue growing on TikTok. So I needed more content. So I started talking about my other startups, things that I was excited about, past experiences, things that I was learning, tech news, which just was very easy to go viral. That's what I found. Or more creative videos. And yeah, then I started going viral, and now I've been like viral many, many times on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, where all my videos come out. Uh, um, I've recently made the most viewed video in the world on the Silicon Valley bank collapse. I wrote an article on my site on how I did that. I've gone viral for products that I have used, or sorry, for my own products. Like I'll tell a story where we made an AI app in the early days of ChatGPT, and I was able to get that app 3,100 DAUs with a single video. Crazy. And viral as an affiliate for other products. And honestly, it feels like a superpower. Like I'm a power user of Product Hunt, and I'm very good at it. But with my audience, it feels like I have my own Product Hunt. And now I'm growing on Instagram, which is really good for growing your own personal community. Because like all my videos come out on IG Reels, so I'm growing on Instagram. I have an open calendar on my website. People have been reaching out to me to schedule calls just to tell me how much they love my content. And these are like legit people. Like there was one guy from Berlin who sold his pharma company, like a really legit person. And he had binge watched all of my videos. And so I'm really excited to see where this goes. And like I said, it's a completely low time commitment for me. I spend 90 minutes to 2 hours a day making around four videos, but sometimes I spend less. Sometimes I spend 20 minutes. Sometimes I spend 30 minutes. Sometimes I literally spend like 2 minutes. So, I mean, that's the definition of a hack. Low effort, big outcome. That is what a hack is. So it's a hack. Yeah, so it's great for those reasons. You got to try, like everyone should be trying it. So I want to give some use cases. If you're an entrepreneur, you can do two things. You can start, start a TikTok like about news in your niche and kind of do that for your company's brand. This is risky because your brand might change. I actually think just doing build in public on TikTok is the best thing. Very low time commitment. Put out one video a day about what you're doing for your startup. And in 6 months, you'll be so happy that you did that. And just one video a day. It takes, if you shoot and edit everything within the TikTok app, it takes, like I said, 10 to 30 minutes to make a video. And the videos, if you use, the tool is reusevideo.com. I hope I mentioned that earlier. Reusevideo.com that makes it so it syndicates everywhere. So if you use reusevideo.com, then the videos come out everywhere else without the TikTok watermark. So you can grow on all brands. You don't leave subscribers on the table. And if you're an entrepreneur, so start something in your niche, or like news in your niche, ideas in your niche. Maybe news and ideas that could work. Or just talk about what you're doing for your startup. I think that's great. If you're a student, talk about what you're learning each day. Make a video each day about what you're learning. And in a few months, like, what's funny about you, by just being an avid learner, you can be seen as an expert. Really crazy. So if you just talk about the things that you're learning, and you even position yourself, I'm learning this thing. Here's what I learned today. People will see you as an expert. And if you're in school, whereas like when you graduate, all of your peers will be trying to find jobs. You will have job offers waiting for you, or you might even have dropped out because you might have gotten a really lucrative offer. And in the meantime, just because people are like, oh yeah, this person is passionate, let's offer this person a job. I mean, I meet so many people. So something that makes me sick, having coffee, something makes me sick, not the coffee. No, the coffee makes me feel great. Something that makes me sick is the amount of people that I meet. This is a bit judgmental. The amount of like people that I meet who are like, I can't find a job. I can't find a job. And I'm like, here, listen, I can't help you get a job immediately, but I can make it so you never go through this problem again. And you can command more for your skills. You can make more money. You can get paid more if you want to go the employee route. And I'm like, do this. And I tell them to start a TikTok about what you're learning in your niche every day. And no, they don't do it. Students don't do it. Employees at jobs don't do it. Freelancers don't do it. And if you do it where you're just learning, you're talking about your niche, you will become an expert in your niche. You will make more money, have speaking invitations. You'll get better at speaking. I mean, people will see you as an expert. People will see you as passionate. You'll get better jobs and freelance clients. To me, it's a no-brainer. I think people really should put themselves out there, and TikTok is a great way to do it. And growing a brand in the way that I described, it's like such a low time commitment. I think pretty much everyone can put in 15 minutes to put out a video a day. It's so important because the risk reward is so unbalanced. There's such high rewards than there are risks. And, I'm not I'll talk about how I use it. I'm not even the best because I haven't really niched down enough. I talk about lots of things. I talk about tech news, business news. I talk about my own stories. I talk about things that I'm doing for my startups, for my companies. I talk about networking skills, going to networking events, and that's really broad. And I think optimally, I would have niched down more. Like I found that the networking content is really well on Instagram, whereas just going giving my personal spin on the news is really well on TikTok. And actually like different platforms have like different audiences, of course, but at least by making videos on every platform, you're growing on each one. So I kind of just do what's fun for me. Like my whole thing, actually, I think my whole thing, this is really key for anybody, is you got to do what is fun for you. So you got to talk about what is fun for you. I do talking videos. I think if you feel like you're not a amazing creator, you can still do talking videos. You don't even need to use music. And, but you do what is fun for you because then you can keep it going. And consistency is the most important thing. Consistency is completely undervalued. People completely overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in a year. And, so my whole thing is keep it fun for me because then I have the bandwidth to keep it going. And so what's fun for me is the things that I talked about, that I make videos on. And, that's what I do. So, but like if you are really passionate about a specific niche, that's even better. If you have like a really specific niche that you're really passionate about, or that you feel you can talk a lot about, like that's really great. Where you can you can actually put out, what's crazy is you can put out videos on the same thing many times with just a slightly different spin. Okay, say you make videos reviewing cafes and you feel like you've gone to all the cafes in your area. You can go back to cafes and say, oh, well, I just tried this sandwich at this cafe, or I sat in a different seat at this cafe now and I had this experience, or I went back to try it again. This was my experience. I went back to try it again. You keep trying it. And you can do different spins in different ways because the way that you edit as well makes a difference. The hook makes a difference. That what you do in the first 1 to 3 seconds of the video makes a huge difference. Hooks are so important. like that was on day 85 of posting every day. I learned the value of hooks, and I went from 1,500 followers on TikTok to like 7,000 in 5 days. Now I'm up to 35,000. And that was because I discovered hooks. Hooks are so important. The crazy thing is negative hooks do better than positive hooks. So like I had a pretty viral video where I said it was the founder of Nest. He made a smart trash can. So I said, this founder sold his product to Google, and now his next product is complete trash. I think that was like my hook, and people loved it. Went really viral, and it was literally a trash can. So, but yeah, that's what caused me to learn. Oh yeah, hooks do really well. Putting in a hook, especially negative hook, does really well. And I learned that. So, yeah, I want to give an example of like, if you're an entrepreneur, how this is incredible. So, I said we made a product in the early days of ChatGPT. It's called bestreasonswhy.com. You put in anything that you want to do, and it'll give you reasons to do it, even if the thing is like terrible. It'll literally give you reasonable reasons to do literally anything. I think it's still live. I think the site is still live. And, we built it in 2 days, and then I made 3 videos on it. It took me like 75 minutes to make the 3 videos. And like the first video, I think got like 5,500 views. The third video got like 1,500 views, not a lot. And the second video got 67,000 views. And off those 67,000 views, we got 3,100 daily active users. We had to pay like $200 in ChatGPT fees or GPT fees. We're running off GPT, the GPT APIs. And it was crazy. Like, yeah, like I said, I'm reusevideo.com. That's actually an affiliate link for the tool that syndicates everything. I'm one of their biggest power users, and I'm literally their biggest affiliate because they give you an affiliate code. And I bought a domain that would be memorable for a video, so I can mask my affiliate code with it to do something that's memorable, because you can't say a full affiliate link on a video. I made this video in 10 to 30 minutes at a cafe, a freaking cafe with no sound, and went viral. And what's hilarious is it went viral on Instagram too. Someone ripped it off of my TikTok, put it on Instagram. But because I say my affiliate link and it's masked, people were still using the affiliate link through the Instagram. And I've gotten thousands of dollars just from this like 20 minutes of work. So yeah, I think that was pretty easy. And I've made more affiliate videos, but part of what you got to do is you got to find a product that has product market fit. I also I don't use this app, but I have another friend who uses. So if you're thinking about trying this, which you should, or trying like what I'm saying, you could also try this app. It's called captions.ai. I have no affiliation with this app, but it does eye tracking. So if you want to put in scripts and just read off scripts, then it'll make it so it looks like you're not reading and you're just looking at the camera the whole time. Captions.ai. I don't use that because I like doing the green screen effect, and I don't think you can use that with captions.ai, and it has other limitations. And I feel like I don't even need it. I kind of like being off the cuff, but some people do it and it looks like a cool app. Yeah, I think it's important to make this useful for you. So when you do the strategy, and I hope you will, I hope this is inspiring some people. When you do the strategy, use your face, or your brand. So don't just do like pure tech news or pure, I see people, I have like a little TikTok group on Telegram of people strategizing with each other. And some people, their niche is things that don't benefit them at all. One is like retro ads. That doesn't benefit the guy at all. You need to use your face or your brand. And, that's it, because you can make money with your brand and you can make money with your face. Or you can be really good at going viral, and then you can do affiliate in the way that I described. Actually, I wrote an article. It's called How to Make Money as a Creator. And I phrase this in the levels of Star Wars. I phrase this like with Star Wars. So there's 4 levels: Padawan, Young Apprentice, Advanced Apprentice, and Jedi. And so like Padawan is just ad revenue. These are like, a lot of video creators, they just make money with ad revenue. If you have a lot of views, you can make a decent amount of money. It's gone down now. It's not as much as it used to be. But if you have a lot of views, you could make a decent amount, but it's really not the best. This is what most people do. They just do ad revenue because they don't know how to be more sophisticated. And they do sponsorships. That's level 2. So level 1 is like Padawan. You can imagine like young Anakin Skywalker, like baby Anakin Skywalker on Tatooine, Padawan. And then level 2 is the Young Apprentice. So now you got you got that piece of hair coming down in the back of your head, the ties on it. You remember how Anakin Skywalker is becoming a teenager, that hairstyle? And that's you now with the sponsorships. Most people, they stop at sponsorships. They just stop at Young Apprentice. And they just do ad revenue and sponsorships, and that's it. But you can go a lot further. Level 3 is Advanced Apprentice. And that's when you're doing affiliate as well. And affiliate is great because you can find a product that has product market fit to affiliate on it, make a decent amount of money, and get like monthly recurring revenue. From a lot of products that offer affiliate commissions give you monthly recurring revenue. So like a customer signs up, and for as long as they pay monthly, you get a portion of what they pay. And that's great, especially because if you're doing it for another product, you don't need to deal with the many headaches that come with having your own company. You don't have to deal with any of that stuff. The other company the company you're an affiliate for takes care of it. All you got to do is make the content. So that's great. If you have a product that's product market fit and gives an affiliate commission, usually affiliate commissions might be like 20%, 30%. Yeah. And then finally level 4, it's the Jedi. Hopefully you're not Anakin at this point, because, he turns into Vader. Now you're Luke Skywalker. And, so Jedi means you have your own product. And this is a lot harder because, it's hard to have your own product. There are a lot of headaches that come with doing a startup. But you can make a lot more money. And, especially if you have a product with which your company can be acquired at like a high multiple of annual revenue. So when companies are acquired, they're typically acquired at multiples of their ARR, their annual recurring revenue. Software companies can raise a lot of money at and get acquired at large multiples, oftentimes around like 10 times the annual revenue the company generates. But if the company is really going hot, it could even be like 30 times, 30x. Like, it's really crazy. If the company is like really going viral and you sell it like at its peak, you could do that. CPG is less. Consumer packaged goods, that's less, but it can still be lucrative. And then I think services has like the lowest multiples of annual revenue, but there's still annual revenue there. There's still multiples there. Mr. Beast, I think, is the best example. He's a great example because, he has CPG branded items. Like, he has Feastables. He has a burger chain. He does more. He does sponsorships in his videos. He uses codes in his videos to give himself affiliate revenue, and he takes ad revenue. He literally does like all of this. Mr. Beast literally does all of this. Yeah, so that in short, that's like how you can monetize these videos. Anyway, so yeah, this is the greatest hack. Everybody should be doing it, or I guess I didn't even touch upon this. I don't know what category this fall into, but you could be making videos every day on TikTok just to get a job and to get better jobs and to get paid more. And that works. And people do that. I see that happening. And then after doing it for years, maybe you start your own company because you have such crazy demand, or you just keep getting paid a lot at jobs, or you act as like a company ambassador, and all you do is make videos, and you barely have to work. And that's things that actually happen. So, okay, this is a crazy hack. This has been a long episode, much longer than I expected, but it's because I'm so passionate about this. And yeah, I hope all of you will try this, do this, stick with it, be consistent. Most important thing. Anyway, all right, that's the end. So, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.